For all of y'all doubting Jey Uso, thinking that he not going to sit here and whoop Gunther's ass at WrestleMania, just like y'all didn't think that he was going to win Royal Rumble, y'all got another thing coming. I don't want to hear y'all crying when he win. I don't even want to hear y'all yeeting. Y'all better treat this as if y'all are Trump supporters who support the fact that he getting rid of DEI. Okay?
Queen P.R, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite girls, those wrestling girls. It's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen P.R.
And we are back with another episode of Those Wrestling Girls, presented by the Revolt Podcast Network. How you feeling?
I'm good.
That makes one of us.
Oh, what's up? It's cold
just,
again?
It's cold. I feel like every time we come to the city, it's always cold. Yeah. No matter the day we record on, it's just like, we're going to get these bitches.
Yep.
It's always cold.
For sure. I was in D.C. over the weekend, and it got a little warmer, but not that much.
It was warm out here for a little. It rained. You would have thought it was springtime, which I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'm ready for spring.
Because
honestly.
I mean, summer right there.
Right. After your birthday, spring,
Pisces
summer,
season is here.
Just come through.
Pisces season is here. Big Pisces all day. Okay. Yeah, but like, it's just so draining. Yeah. It just sucks the fun out of everything. Like, I really just want to be in my house, like, and sleep.
Yeah, cuddled up.
Yeah, watching Law and Order.
Yes.
Like I was doing.
Nice. But wrestling's been exciting. I
think it's me because I don't know if it's my mood or, things that's been going on personally. I just haven't been, it
hasn't captured you?
It hasn't captured me. Like, I know it's an outlet and I've been literally like looking into it and things I should be way more excited for. It's like a little bit of excitement. Like, of course, I was excited for our girls. They, come on, what is it? The East Side Compton Clovers.
Yes.
Come on.
Let's start with Jade.
Because
we think we found out who attacked them.
We didn't find out shit.
It's still very vague. I don't feel like we got there. Like,
we were nowhere there.
It's just a shot of Liv and Raquel. We don't know what that leads to. You mentioned Law and Order. We watch that shit religiously. I'm pretty much a detective at this point. Just put me in. Put me in, coach.
I went to John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Right. Graduated. Like, I know things.
Nothing about that footage says that they attacked Jade.
Nothing.
It
just says
I still think it's a mystery.
If you look at Liv and Raquel, they always stand on things that they've done. They never run from a scene unless they're being attacked. They never do any of that. It's true. Just like, it's really not given that Liv and Raquel actually attacked
I feel like
Jade.
They would have been like Liv. I can see Liv
laughing at it the entire
and being
time.
like, "Oh, it was me that hurt your tag team partner." Ha, ha, ha. We didn't get that.
When they came to the ring and they was about to kick Liv screaming. Let's be honest. We grew up in a black household. Liv screaming brought back.
Yeah,
you about to get a ass
beaten. You better get out of here.
Or while you in mid whooping, you're screaming no for bloody Jesus. Yes. I'm just like, did they beat her?
They should.
Like,
I feel like they should have did more.
Yeah, they should have done more. But I was loving the the cosplay. I had to repost that on BLS's IG because it's just like, why not?
It's for the culture.
It's for the culture.
And it's like, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh my God. And then me and Latrice,
me too. It's cold in here.
I was like, you got to do all the routines. Like, for Bianca and Naomi.
Right, you have to. And then they went on TikTok and actually did that routine.
Oh my God.
I was like,
oh my God, I
reposted on BLS's IG because I'm social media manager, so I get to repost things like that. And somebody actually in the comments tagged Gabrielle Union. So hopefully she sees it.
Oh my God, I really hope so.
Yeah, like that's actually like Gabrielle Union put her East Compton Clover uniform on. You got Bianca and Jade with theirs on. Like, we need to make something happen.
And I've always wanted to, if I ever dressed up for Halloween, Me and Latrice always wanted to do that. And I'm pretty sure Bianca made those.
Of course.
Bianca.
Girl, you know, listen, every time.
I really would love that.
Every time. Remember when we interviewed her and she was like, yes, girl, you always hit me up talking about you need something made.
Come on.
Bianca, I'm adding it to the list, girl, okay?
We would look really cute.
I'm adding it to the list. There is something to the list I really want made by you, girl. You know, my birthday is March 9th. I may be too short of a notice, but if I give you my measurements, we're going to have to make it work.
I mean, come on.
We're going to have to make it work.
Finally. Because I did really love that.
I loved it.
Naomi's hair, everything about it was just like very
Naomi
very
was the
point.
girl that, the tough girl. The one who passed away from Black.
The one from Black, yes.
Yeah, she was, what's her name? Nettie in the movie?
Yeah,
I remember that girl. She go, oh, hold on, girl. I can't do this tonight. You know I'm on curfew.
Yeah. I love that movie.
You just been touched by an angel.
Yes. So many good quotes from that movie.
Try to steal our bed, but you look like shit. We the ones who was down with it.
Love it.
That was it. That was
my movie.
Love that. Love that for real.
But yeah, that was cool.
Now I gotta go home and watch it.
Yeah, Latrice was just watching it too. I forgot where she was watching. I think like Prime Video or something.
Okay.
But yeah, you should be able to watch it. But I do like that they are such a strong tag team still. As much as I wanted them to turn on each other, I bring all of that back. No. Stay together as long as possible.
You see how she fickle? Do y'all see how she fickle?
Keep bringing them cosplays. Because I remember an interview that Jade and Bianca did when they were a tag team, and someone brought up cosplay, and either one of them was like, not really feeling it. But now it looks like Bianca and Naomi are having like a lot of fun matching like their Valentine's Day gear that Bianca made was super, super cute. They just seem like sisters that became a tag team.
Ooh, let them do a cosplay of the Cheetah Girls. I'm in there. Make me one too.
Stop.
You
Don't
said sisters and Cheetah Sisters started playing in my head.
Don't get me
like I'm in there because I still need to find my Old Navy outfit. You know them outfits came from Old Navy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Them fucking tracksuits.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? I have a velour green tracksuit in my closet.
From Old Navy?
No, from Shein. No, Fashion Nova.
Okay.
But all I need is the headband.
Oh,
That's
it. Yeah, you're a cheetah girl.
I'm a cheetah girl. That's it.
So Roxanne Perez is on Raw now.
Congrats to her.
Congratulations to her. She's been calling it Monday Night Rocks.
It's so cheesy. I mean, it works, but it's cheesy.
She gotta make it work.
You gotta make it work.
And if y'all remember her from her indie days, her name was Roxy before she was Roxanne Perez.
Right.
And I remember she's also still very young doing what she's doing.
She's
a lot of
baby.
She's a baby. A lot of people were bringing up the time that she met Nikki Bella. And Nikki was like, oh my God. And her mom was like, yeah, she started training. So this is something Roxanne has been wanting to do forever. And Nikki makes the joke like, oh, I'm going to need a tag team partner someday. And Roxanne was like, no, now we can be like opponents now. Because they got to mix it up at the Royal Rumble. And we know Nikki's going to be coming back in some capacity. So that's exciting. But she's qualified for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So she's main roster. She's already in contention for the title for a match at WrestleMania, which I think is phenomenal.
I don't think that she should get it though.
You don't think she should win the Elimination Chamber?
I really want, to be honest, the only way I feel like we're going to get, and I said this on TWG Congregates on our TikTok, our only way, I feel like the only one who's really, only way we're going to get, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair is if Bianca qualifies. Yep. If she wins and qualifies for that spot. And also, a swerve has to come in. Remember, what was it, GTV? When they used to play the little backstage stuff or whatever. I feel like if we get like some type of remnants of that at Elimination Chamber to where it's just like, so they're Bianca.
I want it so
like,
bad.
let's just say Naomi did set it up to have Jade jumped, or she did attack Jade or whatever. Because remember, Bianca was in the ring, Naomi was in the back, and Bianca was over here spewing her hate towards Bayley, not really paying attention when she went back there. Ooh. So let's just say, that it was really Naomi who did it. And they already talked about in that backstage interview with Kathy Kelly, like the only two who's going to be left in that ring is going to be me, in that chamber is going to be me and Naomi, and whichever two we just know that we're going back. Now let's just say that happens, and Bianca, you know how Bianca is. She really don't like hitting her friends. She really don't like, But now it's all bets off because you the one who attacked my girl.
My tag team partner, yep.
Like, you the one who did that. So that would be the only way.
That actually would be a really good
And then we'll see Jade and Naomi at Mania.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good spin to do it at Elimination Chamber. Also, Chamber is known for just having nonsense
crazy stuff happen,
crazy spots and all that shit. So in the Chamber, we officially have it set. We got Roxanne, Perez, Bailey, you mentioned Naomi and Bianca, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss. So all of these women, except for Roxanne Perez, are pretty veteran. I think they've all been in the Chamber at least once at this point. What do you think Roxanne has to do to prepare and even match the experience of the other ladies? Do you think she has what it takes? Do you think she should go in first, last?
I do think she has what it takes. For sure she has what it takes. Because if she didn't have what it takes, she wouldn't even be, you know? So she definitely has what it takes. I do think that she needs to study a lot of tape.
Yeah.
A lot of tape, study who her opponents are. You have somebody like Alexa Bliss, who's just like, when it gets to it, she's still carrying on the Lily Doll and her and Bray Wyatt situation, in which I'm loving your shirt, by the way.
Real nonsense to the Chamber,
right? Which I'm loving your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So with Alexa Bliss, I do feel like she needs to keep her eye on that, but we can't sleep on Liv Morgan. This would be her fifth Elimination Chamber. I think she's been in it the most.
Yeah.
So
I remember she was in the tag team one. Yeah. She definitely has a lot of experience.
She's really seasoned. Naomi was also in the tag team one with Carmella. Bailey was in it. She was the inaugural women's tag team with Sasha Banks. She won that one. Bianca's been in, I believe, two or three. So yeah, everybody's been in it except for Roxanne. Yeah. So wait, no. I believe Roxanne has been in the Chamber in NXT, if they had it in NXT.
The Elimination Chamber or War Games or whatever their equivalent is to the
maybe
Chamber.
It is War Games.
I know she's hardcore as fuck,
so I don't...
She definitely knows.
I think that she should be in the middle, too. I don't think that she should start. I do think she should be somewhere in the middle. Because if she's last, she has an advantage over everybody.
Right.
And it's just
That's
like,
true.
No, don't give her that. Don't give her too much now.
Right.
Let her fight for something.
And everyone talks about how the Chamber is unforgiving. There's no give to anything. Like, when you hit them fucking floors in there, like, you're hitting it. Like, it is rough. And you could play around. You could get on top of the pod. You can get on the cage. Like, there's so many different things that you can do. I'm excited to see what spots these ladies pull out, because this is a great time to pull out all of your tricks. Who do you have winning the Chamber as of right now? You say you want Bianca so she can face Rhea, because that's what I would really like.
Yes, realistically, I would want Bianca to win because we never got a Rhea-Bianca feud.
Right.
Like,
and everyone's been wanting that ever since they were in the finals of that Rumble.
Right. Not even in the finals of the Rumble, down in NXT too. Yeah. Remember, Charlotte came and the whole "you don't go here" thing happened.
Oh, right. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, so
that also the return of Heel Bianca as well, which a lot of people have been itching for.
It would be a return of Heel Bianca because now it's like, now you have a heel Naomi if what I said earlier happens, and then you have a heel Bianca. Like, girl, what are you doing? So that can go either way. But if it's not Bianca, I really would want to see Alexa Bliss square with Liv Morgan. With Rhea Ripley.
Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, because they both have that dark side stuff to them. You understand?
True.
So if you bring that both together, and I don't know if I don't think we've ever seen them in a one-on-one grapple up before.
I don't think so. I don't think they've ever had a major feud at least, but that would be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, and we're tired of Liv and Rhea. Like, we're tired.
Oh my God.
We're tired.
Hang that shit up already.
Hang it up. We really don't need Bailey and Liv. We don't need Bailey and Rhea yet, because it probably
doesn't give me anything. Yeah. Like, when I hear about it, it doesn't really give me much. I like what Bailey. We'll get to what Bailey's doing at NXT.
Naomi and Rhea. It's the same. It doesn't really do much. Yeah. Like, they're really good.
Right.
It don't do much. I do want to see something formed between. I want to keep the Roxanne and Bailey feud going. So whatever happens inside a chamber, that can also lead to a Mania match. That can definitely lead to a Mania match.
I would die if we got Roxanne and Bailey at Mania.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
I feel like I'm talking too much because I feel like WWE is going to take my shit and not cut my check.
They're going to book it the way we want it to be booked, so keep sharing how you want it to happen. We can just cut my check, though. I'm long overdue for a check. I want that, though.
No, but yeah, for sure. And then for the other ones, for the other ladies, we can just see where we can place them at in Mania, maybe after Mania, because we still get Rhea versus Io the night after Chamber.
Yep.
Monday Night Raw. So we don't even know if Rhea would still be a champion by the time we get to Mania.
That is true, because Bianca mentioned it, where it could easily
be Io. And if
Io.
it's Io, then we can get another Bailey Io run. Or we can get a Liv Io run.
Ooh.
You know,
the good thing about Io is anyone she chooses in this, I think will be really, really cool.
Raquel.
Yeah,
Raquel has to get me back to where her NXT days were. Like,
I don't know what is going on with Raquel. Something isn't.
It's not clicking.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I used to make fun of the back thing, at least it felt like her. Now it's like, are you just a female dom? Like, I'm really confused. Like, I'm not convinced. Like, she's not convincing me. It's not grabbing me. And I've met Raquel a couple times, and she is the nicest person. She loves the business. She loves WWE, but it's just like something is not clicking there. And you would think being in a tag team with Liv Morgan right now, and and even being the muscle for her while she's feuding with Rhea Ripley, that should put Raquel in a certain position, and it just hasn't. Like, it really just hasn't. Like, Liv could easily come out by herself, and I don't think anyone is gonna be like, where's her muscle? Where's her, what do they call it? Not a burner, a heater.
A heater, yeah.
Where no one's gonna be asking that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry to say it, but watching wrestling it for so long and just knowing when someone has the it factor and something. I was at Deadline this past weekend, and which was a really cool experience because it was in a smaller arena, which I appreciated simply because you could hear the crowd. The thing about NXT shows is that everyone that goes to NXT shows are like NXT diehards. Like, they fuck with NXT hard and always have. So the crowd is always at 100. And sometimes you'll go to WWE shows and it's like some people are there out of habit, or, oh, I always go to the show when it's in my city, or my kid wanted to go, or something like that. But that's not the case for NXT shows. Everyone that buys a ticket to see them wants to be there, is gun-ho, 10 toes deep, and that crowd on Saturday for Vengeance was like insane.
I'm sure. I forgot it was on. I was so drained and tired from, I was out of town dealing with family stuff. And I was woken up out my sleep because somebody went to ring my doorbell like a fucking maniac. Hey, babe. I'm like, oh, snap. So what I did catch, it was good for what I did catch or whatever. I saw on Twitter, we saw Stephanie Vaquer as the new North American women's champion.
Congratulations, girl.
But what I did see also on social media is that it was a clip of the two champs in the ring, Stephanie and Julia, and somebody has said these two women came in and now they're taking the opportunity from the other women on the roster.
I mean, see, that's the thing about wrestling that I was just touching on, is that it is such a fickle business. Like, it goes like this. It really depends on, like, who has it. Raquel, unfortunately, in my opinion, right now, does not have it. Like, she doesn't. When she's on TV, I'm not captivated by it.
I see Diesel.
However, with
a bra.
I mean, it's in a bandana for some reason. But with Stephanie and Julia, yes, you can argue they're taking opportunities away, but they have that it factor. Like, they have this magnetism about them where I didn't know them outside of this. Like,
yeah, true.
The real wrestling fans, like, they knew of these ladies and they were excited for them to come and knew they were destined for WWE. I didn't know of them until they appeared on WWE television, and I am captivated by them. Like, and neither one of them really, like, Julia barely speaks English, and I'm still, anytime she opens her mouth, I'm like, what do you have to say? Give me more. Her gear on Saturday was beautiful. Stephanie Vaquer, like, her gear was beautiful. Like, I was, like, tuned all the way in. And sometimes with wrestling, like, either you got it or you don't.
You could get lost real quick.
You really can. And like Jade Cargill, for example, like she's still to me very green. Like I still think she has a lot of work to do in the ring, but her accolades don't equate her experience. But that's because look at her. She has the look. She has the it factor. When Jade Cargill's on TV, you're gonna watch. Did she come in? She's already has been a champion in WWE, and there's women that are like fighting for the opportunity to have been in WWE for years. But sometimes it does come down to who has it, and Jade has it, Julia has it, Stephanie has it. The other girls in NXT, like, you know, sometimes it really just be like that.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I also feel like this still opens the door and the gate, because now we get to see more of people like Jada Parker,
right,
and Kaylani Jordan. Yeah. And Kaylani Jordan's already like, we already know she turning heel.
I'm loving that,
and we love it. Yeah, like, we have people girl. Like maybe Lash and Jakara can step up and step out and do like solo things.
And they've had, and even them too. I feel like, especially Lash, when they're on TV, I'm paying close attention to whatever the fuck they're doing. You know.
Absolutely. Like, who's not paying attention?
Right.
And now, you know, there was that fatal 4-way for the championship. We saw, of course, Julia retained. From the clips that I've seen, that was a great match. And I remember, I think Mr. Perry, shout out to Mr. Perry in the Wrestling Club, he tweeted that match was Roxanne Perez's swan song.
Yeah.
Like, it was like her ride off into the sunset, closing the door in NXT
to go to
and
Raw.
opening the door to Raw. To go to Rocks.
No, it really was. I do wish that she didn't get pinned, but again, it was her swan song.
But who pinned her?
Whoever won the match.
Julia.
Yeah, like her.
Oh, and yeah, true, right? Makes sense.
And she has the it factor too, but like Roxanne is on to that next level, and they main evented, which I also appreciated, and it was a really good match. Seeing Bayley in NXT, she just seems so happy. I love watching her there. I really hope they continue the Bayley Roxanne feud in the chamber and on, and if it leads to a WrestleMania match, that would be amazing. Can we talk about Bayley for a second?
Yes, absolutely. We could talk about Bayley. But the only reason why I said who pinned Roxanne, because I'm just like, not really realizing I just said it was a fatal 4-way, because there was still something viewing between Cora and Roxanne.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, who pinned her?
I know.
Y'all, please don't mind me.
And even they got into it in the match. Like, there was some times where they were working together, and then they had to, do what they had to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying, maybe it was you, that they're the new like Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah, that was me.
Where it's like they're frenemies. Like 1 minute we'll work together this time. Well, we won't. We will. We won't. I'm here for that too, because both of them, I call them like Bayley's little like babies, because
Bayley's babies.
Not her buddies.
Not her buddies, but her babies.
And I love that, because
WWE, you use that? Run out check.
If y'all put that on a t-shirt,
y'all,
and don't give us no credit,
because we know they listen.
Love just throwing shit on a t-shirt,
right? Y'all know they love to listen. Timestamp this, and if y'all see it anyway, I need y'all to tweet everything, because we're gonna get some residuals. Okay,
we better.
Okay,
we better.
Shit.
So I want to pull up Bayley's one of her recent Instagrams, because she talked about her big week and summed it up in a way. She said, "What a week! 7 flights, 3 matches." So she had an NXT match, a SmackDown match, and an NXT match, or a Raw match, I should say, and 2 NBA games.
7 flights?
7 flights.
Girl, go take a nap.
That's a lot, and they travel a lot, and that's still a lot.
Take a
for
nap.
Bayley. Yes.
Bayley, let me use your flyer mouth.
She was living her best life. She played in the Celebrity All-Star game, and she played with a lot of stars, a lot of other celebrities. Drewski, Kai Cenat was on the team, some other people, and she got to take some pictures with people and live like her basketball dream.
And I love how they coined her the legend.
Yes.
Like, like, you better be a legend.
Because Bailey is a fucking legend. Because
Bailey is a legend.
She is a legend,
why would
and
she
she
not
knows
be?
it. Oh, God. And the other cool part, too, and it doesn't even click for a while because I was just so excited that she was in the game, is that it was in San Francisco, around where she's from. It was in the Bay Area. So she was home.
That's why she was so excited when Steph Curry asked her. She was like, Steph Curry asked me to play in my hometown in the Bay.
So cool. So her family was able to come. She was able to hang out with her family. So it was a busy week, but she was able to do a lot in that week, and I was following every move because I'm just so proud of her and just so happy for her. And I'm sure, you know, her wildest dreams, she would not think that this is where WWE would take her, like to play in an actual NBA All-Star game and meet the people that she's met. So that was just like really, really cool to see. And the fact that she was able to bring her family in it was, you know, even better. And I love that she's working with Roxanne because I think that's what fulfills Bailey. Like, she wants to give to that next generation. I think she loves that. I think she loves being able to come back to NXT. I'm sure she is a learning tree. I'm sure when she goes to NXT or the Performance Center, everyone just flocks to her.
I hate
like
that term.
What
learning tree?
Why?
Just Jericho. That's his thing in AEW.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. He has another thing in AEW? What the fuck?
Like when he comes out, it's like the learning tree and it's a whole theme song and whatnot.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so dead ass. I hate it. But I get what you're saying for Bailey. Yeah,
I didn't know that. And now I'm kind of like, oh, God. It's like, hang it up.
Hang it up, Jericho. I hate that term. But for Bailey, yes. Like, she's absolutely.
They're very lucky to have her.
Yeah, lucky to have her. She's like, she could be like another Natty.
For sure.
Yeah, another Natty and behind the scenes.
For
and,
sure. If she was, I love Natty. I can literally go on and on about her contributions to the business. But I think Bailey is an interesting case because she brought the women's evolution. Like her and the Four Horsemen were the ones that were like, that literally changed the game. Like if you talk to most women's wrestlers right now in the next generation, almost all of them mention her takeover match with Sasha in Brooklyn. And that still feels, because I don't know, maybe it's because women's wrestling I feel like still has a long way to go. That still feels like so new. Like I don't know, it was like over 10 years ago and it still feels like, or almost 10 years ago, but it still feels like that new.
That was
like
2015.
I think so.
Yes it was, because I remember
that's when they came up.
That's when I first interviewed Roman Reigns. And the Usos.
Oh my God.
That's when I first interviewed them.
9 years ago.
Oh gosh. And I remember because I wanted to go to SummerSlam so bad. And they was just, my editor was just like,
in Brooklyn?
And then she texted me. She was like, oh my God, we should have went because everybody is talking about, she was like, Krista, what is NXT? I said, that's a developmental platform. She said, because everybody keeps talking about this match between Sasha Banks and Bailey. I said, yeah, that match was amazing. And she doesn't even, like, when I told you, I was like, hey, we need to get
something
WWE on your platform because of the fact that it's coming to Brooklyn. If you cover everything that's coming to Brooklyn, you got SummerSlam, the biggest second event in WWE. When I tell you, I ain't never pitched so hard in my damn life.
Sure. And you got to lock in that interview. I love it.
And I got selfies.
Wait, how crazy is it though? We're talking about SummerSlam and Barclays Center, and they did a little run. Now we got a 2-night SummerSlam in fucking MetLife this year.
Up the block.
Like, talk about how things have fucking changed.
Excuse me, seat chills.
Grew.
Woo. I just want to see what that dynamic is going to be like.
I'm
so nights
curious.
of SummerSlam.
They better have them stories fucking.
Well, maybe we should do a little something for the tri-state.
That'd be cute.
Those wrestling girls.
Little meetup type of situation.
Meetup or brunch or.
Cause y'all gonna be in our hood.
Y'all gonna be in our hood. Y'all coming to where we at.
Yes, I would. Let's start thinking about that.
We gonna start.
I would actually really love that, and I'm already excited to think about summer shit. So let's
outside
start
rooftop?
planning summer. Ooh, yes.
Because indoors is not seeing me unless I'm home.
Oh, yo, my sister and I said the same thing. It's been so cold in New York that when the weather gets nice, we're not gonna be home.
I'm
just
gonna get up and go outside.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just stand outside.
Yeah, no reason.
Even if I have nothing to do and be like, oh, you want to talk to me? Meet me outside. Literally. Not catch me outside.
I will come to your house and just sit on your terrace.
But, you're more than welcome. Oh, my God.
Because I don't have a terrace anymore. I would definitely just
come
to come to your house and sit on the terrace.
100,000% I'm so with with that. If y'all are down for a TWG meetup during SummerSlam weekend,
let us know.
Hit because that hotline. We will definitely be open to that.
Yeah, hit that hotline. Let us know what y'all want us to do, because y'all definitely going to be in our neck of the woods.
Yes.
So it's in summertime in New York and New Jersey and everywhere. Like, it's a fun time. It is definitely a fun time. Yeah. Like,
and we're gonna be having more fun because this winter has been so brutal
and
that
cold.
We want to have that type of time. Like, I would love to go to Toronto for Elimination Chamber, but I'm also like, it's gonna be cold.
It's cold.
So
that's March 1st. That's next
maybe
week.
Not. Okay, so let's talk about Dakota Kai.
My girl
finally earning not finally, but she's back. She earned a shot for the IC title
again.
Now I gotta say again that like and this is why I try not to complain every booking decision WWE makes, because I did feel like Dakota Kai should have won that match. Also, I've never been the biggest Dakota Kai fan. Like, I always felt like she was a little dry. I thought she was like the driest member of like Damage Control. But seeing her lose to Lyra, who I also feel like doesn't have much appeal for me right now, and then her getting hurt immediately, like, my emotional attachment to her grew more. And now I'm like, Dakota, yes, win that title. You know, she's been around for a while. I loved what she did in NXT. I think she deserves to get this title shot.
So here's my thing. Dakota Kai has always been my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Always been my girl. And since NXT, once she turned heel and did what she did to Tegan Nox at War Games, it was a wrap.
Yo, that
rap
was
for me.
Crazy.
And then her and Raquel teamed up. I believe they were tag team champions at one point, or they both held the champion at something to that effect. But they were on the same team. So I always knew Dakota Kai had the potential. When she got called up, again, as most things happen, you get lost in the sauce, you get lost in the shuffle, and I feel like that's kind of what happened with her. And then she was so injury prone. Like, girl,
she's
drink some milk. Bro. We know, like, it's not probably good
girl,
for you.
Stay healthy until
Eat some vegetables.
I want you to have a Mania match.
You know, do something. We want you healthy. However, I do feel like, as you said before, Dakota Kai should have won the first time, but now we're bringing it back. So you bring it back, you bring it back stronger and better than ever. Yep. Lyra, I felt like Lyra got called up after her match with Becky in NXT, and Becky kind of gave her that push. I still feel like she still could have stayed down there a little bit longer. But now we here for her. Like, I'm here for Dakota. I feel like Dakota should definitely be able to win her first women's title, solo title on the main roster, because she's so deserving of it. And mind you, she was out there by herself.
Yep.
She didn't have EO. She didn't have well, Kyrie's out, but she didn't have EO.
She was there.
She was there by herself. And then you up against Ivy Now, and Ivy Now is no joke.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's no joke. And for you to like go toe to toe with someone of Ivy Now's caliber, and she's built like a
she is. She's one of the women that Rumble made me pay more attention to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So for them two, I'm just like, yo, run it again. Like, I'm here for it. So now Dakota has to elevate a little bit more. No, a lot more for this title shot. But can we get into real quick, because as I said, I think on one of the very first episodes that we recorded this year, I definitely said that I'm forgetting about the United States Women's Champion.
Chelsea Green?
Yes.
Really?
Because there's nothing happening.
Oh, I think she's about to feud with Naomi, I think.
It's either Naomi or it's either Michin. Yeah. But it's like nothing is happening. Like, y'all so fixated on the IC title, which I should be because y'all brought it. But y'all should be focused on the United States title too.
I think with Chelsea, because she's such a star and she's so good at everything that she does, that they haven't really focused another feud on her just yet. I love what she did with Michin. I love that story has been able to move forward, and it's also put Michin in a higher profile. But now I want to see what's that next feud for that championship. She's the inaugural champion. She's doing great with the character work. She does great selling it on social media. But like you said, I want to know what's next. did a video making fun of Naomi, and Naomi gave her like that wedgie on.
Oh yeah, and Bianca reposted it. It was just like
double cheeked up or something. I don't know. She's
like,
the one.
So
that
where the wedgies come or something like that. I'm just like, child.
So I want to see them, her and Naomi possibly feud. Also, while we're on that point of talking about the mid-card titles, because everybody wanted mid-card titles in the women's division so badly, which I'm glad we got. But both of our mid-card champions were pinned recently, clean. Naomi pinned Chelsea to get into the Elimination Chamber, and who pinned?
Bailey pinned Lyra.
And Bailey pinned Lyra. So how do you feel about that? Because that's usually like the real wrestling fans would say that booking decision is like a cardinal sin. Like champions should not be getting pinned. How do you feel about that?
Is this a sound off moment?
I think it is.
Okay, well, you said it. Let me go ahead and spruce myself up. Shout out to my cousin. This is his hoodie, his clothing line, Beyond Eon's production. He's a very big fan of mine.
As he should be.
So proud of me. So I was like, yo, let me get a hoodie.
Should be.
I'm going to put it on and I'm going to wear it on the show. So make sure y'all hit a Beyond Eon's production on Instagram. They even got their own sneakers.
Really?
Shit's dope.
Nice.
The same pattern. Yep. And sneakers.
Dope. Very dope.
And they got some candles. They got one called Sorcery. Girl.
Stop.
Seriously.
Yeah, we're going to link that in the description.
And you can use the wax as oil.
Shut the fuck up.
So serious.
I love that.
And it's slow burning. Burn for like 55 hours.
You're speaking to me.
Shout out to my big cousin. Okay, anyway. Here's what I say to those wrestling fans who feel like champions shouldn't get pinned. If champions don't get pinned, then maybe your favorite person would have probably never been a champion. Did you ever think about that? You understand that? You know, when we had Rock and Austin, and people were Team Rock and not Team Austin, and you know, when Rock finally pinned Austin, maybe I'm not thinking about WrestleMania, because I'm sure that The Rock took the belt off of Austin, which I'm sure he did, whether it was the IC belt or whatever. Guess what? Austin had to get pinned.
Period.
For Rock to be champion, right?
I think people forget too, like what has happened in the past. Like Austin didn't have long title reigns.
Sure
The
didn't.
Rock didn't have, like, it went back and forth. Triple H had it. Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? Like
that was a ping-ponging ass champion.
Right. Let's open up our minds, wrestling fans. Like shit ain't always gonna be the same.
So my thing is that it was cool to have Lyra and Chelsea be pinned, because why will we have 4 champions in one chamber match? Like, I honestly feel as if champions don't need to be qualifying for big spots in places.
Like, why
just
are you
like
competing in a
WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble? Why are you
I
have
understand Royal Rumble just to fill in whatever, but when it comes down to chamber and you're trying to qualify for WrestleMania, you're a champion. Automatically, you should already have a spot.
I agree.
Women's tag team champions should have a spot at WrestleMania, whether it's night 1, night 2, open and on mid-card. And there should be feuds leading up to that.
Why they even have time to be in an Elimination Chamber match when there's a division that they're competing with? You know?
Or United States champion. Every championship holder should have a spot at WrestleMania, especially now because it's 2 nights.
Exactly.
It is
There's
2
really
nights.
No excuse.
There's no excuse. So you put 2 champions in, which I'm against, but I love them. They're my girls. And you have 2 champions out, and we're going to figure out what's next after that. So for those who are, you shouldn't be pinned, suck your mother, please. Like, go.
I mean, it is what it is. And then you got to think about the people that are, it's Bailey.
It's Bailey.
Like, she ain't some random, like some fucking jobber that came up and pinned the IC champion. Who pinned the other champion again? Chelsea Green. Naomi pinned again, Chelsea. It's Naomi. Like, it's not like these are random people. Like, come on. It's fine. Let's talk about Jordynne Grace real quick, because she made her NXT debut after Vengeance ended, after the main event. Stephanie came out She greeted Julia, congratulated her. They held up their championships, and then here comes Jordynne Grace. The pop in that building was insane.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I know a lot of people were wondering, okay, we know she signed. We've seen her at a couple Rumbles. We've seen her on an episode of NXT before. What's going to happen with Jordynne Grace? She's here. How do you feel about her in NXT?
Ricky Starks about to take over. That's it.
That contract signings tonight.
Yo,
it's official.
I am. And I say running home. If I gotta drive the train myself, I will. Cause we not making those stops. I'm going straight to my house so I can catch it.
I'm so ready. How do you feel about the? I don't even know if they're
Pisces. I feel like he gets Pisces vibes.
I can so see that.
Let me check that.
I can see him being a Pisces.
Me too.
But the contract signings tonight. There's a lot of speculation on what his name will be because WWE has not mentioned his name yet. Everything on social is like, you guys know who he is. He is here. He signs the contract. There's no mention of his name. I don't know the ownership of it. I don't know. He's a Pisces?
February 21st, 1990.
Oh,
wait, he's only a few weeks older than me.
Oh my God, what a birthday present.
Come
Debuting in fucking WWE. I love that for
Big
you.
Big Pisces, not the little one. Pisces season is here.
I love it. Do you think they're going to change his name?
No, because he said his name.
Oh, okay.
He says his name. I believe the title card came up and it said Ricky Starks. Like, for y'all to change his name, everybody.
I really hope
don't
not.
do that.
And it's actually a really dope name.
Gotta change Ethan Page's name.
Yeah. I hope they keep it the same, but I'm excited for him. I don't even care about the Rock comparisons. I'm here for it.
You said you don't care about the Rock. I was about to get up.
I'm
about to be like, well, this is over.
That's my final boss.
I love it. This is over.
He may not be better than Stone Cold, but like I don't have nothing against him.
She's trying to choose violence. That's what it is. She wants to choose violence with me on one of the coldest days of the year.
I am bigging him up. If I was a wrestler,
that was so underhanded.
It was unnecessary as well. But if I was a wrestler coming up that had a lot of charisma and people were comparing me to The Rock, good.
Oh, absolutely.
Do I channel him? Do I remind you of one of the greatest wrestlers to ever exist?
They got the pineapple thing going on at the top.
And his mannerisms and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that brings me to LA Knight because a lot of people
LA Knight is literally like, a mix-up of The Rock and Stone Cold.
I was just going to say that's what a lot of people say. I don't see it.
It's me. I'm people.
I don't see it, to be honest with you.
What? All right, hold on. Let me paint this for you real quick. LA Knight, right? You have the saying, the arrogance, and the attitude of Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Mm-hmm. And the walk, like the whole charisma package.
I can't get past how he chokes his sneakers.
His Timbs.
And I don't even know if they're Timbs.
Well, apparently they are. According to Complex, they did a whole thing with the wrestlers and sometimes their sneakers and shoes.
Let me be quiet.
Yeah, I like LA Knight.
I like him too.
We had an argument
in
the hotel lobby bar thing. But it was fun.
In the hotel lobby.
Yeah, I had to change that real quick. Like in the hotel.
Oh, you was in the yo.
Not me.
We
not
be in
this
the
one.
hotel, but we be in the lobby.
We be in the lobby. We be invited. But no, LA Knight definitely is like his charisma. And like the way that he speaks, it literally gives you like 90s Stone Cold Steve Austin or early 2000s Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like the arrogance when Roman Reigns was out and he was trying to lift up his belt and LA Knight music came and he just cut him off. Mm-hmm. That's something Stone Cold would do. Or when he's talking and he'll say something like he'll LA Knight and then people start chanting what when Stone Cold Steve Austin speaks or whatever. And then I think like sometimes the style of The Rock, like the sunglasses, the vest, so it's literally both. Like it's literally a mixture of both. But yeah, LA Knight is definitely not the epitome, but he does have Stone Cold Steve Austin's like mannerism and characteristics when it comes down to being in the ring. Like as I'm talking, I'm thinking of when Stone Cold was in the ring and Triple H was about to spit out his water and he was like, we don't got time for like spit that water out on the crowd. It's stuff like that LA Knight would like do and stuff. So yeah.
And again, if you are over the way LA Knight is and people are comparing you to two greats, fuck it. Take that shit and run with it. And he's also been around a long time. I just saw something on Facebook where he was in the Indies, and Paul Bearer was his manager. So, like, he's been around. He's done a lot.
I think that was a Chris Van Vliet interview.
Probably,
Shout out to Chris. Good friend of the show.
Nice. I love him. It was something else that I saw. Oh, Ricky Stark. He also did a little. Yes. I'm like, oh my God, look. Oh, this is
we're right back.
Babies. Oh, God.
He's like, you want to say, first of all, y'all know I don't like my ears touched whatsoever. And when Ryback slapped Ricky Starks and that food went in his ear and it sat there.
Ew.
When I tell you, I cringed so badly.
Gross.
Like, don't touch my ears. Like, that would have made me fight you. Like, I know it was like a part of a script. I would have went off script. I would have went off script, and I would have beat you. Beat your ass.
That's gross. That's so gross.
Beat him in the head to the white meat show. Shout out to Bernie Mac.
I'm
beat him in the head
to
the white meat. Triple H was on there.
I'm rewatching that show now. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate it as a kid.
Oh, I love the Bernie Mac show. Yeah. Uncle Bernie. I love the Bernie Mac show.
I really like it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Ricky Starks does in NXT.
I can't wait.
Can we switch gears to AEW? Grand Slam Australia happened. Now I thought this was a fucking pay-per-view. That shit was Rampage or episode or some shit. What comes on Saturday?
Girl, you asking?
I don't know. Whatever their fucking one of their B shows. That's all it was.
But here's how I knew it was on, right? Because what was on TBS? Oh, the it was All-Star Weekend, so it was like the 3-point, the slam dunk contest or whatever. Yeah. So I'm in the kitchen. And all I hear is, oh my gosh. And you know, all the stuff that wrestling commentators were saying, dude. I'm like, they getting crazy on that basketball court. So I happen to look, and I'm like, AEW? What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing, who's fighting in the ring? Castagnoli and Yuta and Samoa Joe and all of them is fighting. Then I come back, and then I see Sasha Banks fighting that girl with the puppet of her. I mean, Mercedes Moné fighting the girl with the puppet of her. And I'm turning this shit off because this is literally giving me, giving me parody of early WWE when it was WWF with like puppets and craziness, or like you're trying to do things like, it wasn't making sense for me.
Yes.
But yeah, I was really confused.
Literally, just another AEW show that happened to take place in Australia. It was their first show outside of North America. They have a lot of Australian stars on the roster. Buddy Murphy, the girl that faced Mercedes Moné, and I'm gonna make sure I get her name right because I'm really a fan. Or Harley Cameron.
Okay,
Harley Cameron. Girl. She faced Mercedes Moné in a very decent match.
It was a good match. Like, I thought she was going to win match.
I didn't have to pay for it, so I watched it.
Nor did we have to lose sleep.
Exactly. So that was very good. I actually like the stuff that she's been doing with Mercedes, with the puppet especially. And then she released this rap song making fun of Mercedes Moné's music, and it was better than Mercedes' song, believe it or not. And it was with the purple hair puppet, and it was and she used it perfectly during the match. Let me tell you how the puppet got a bigger pop than Mercedes.
Yo, that puppet forever getting a pop.
Like,
ooh, try saying that fast 5 times.
Yo.
But yeah, that puppet forever getting a pop.
It really did. It was a decent match. I hate Mercedes Moné's finisher. I think it's just so sloppy. And the thing
because nobody knows how to, like, nobody knows how to take it properly. I just honestly feel like,
come back to WWE?
Yes, but at the same time, if you don't, still carry the same work ethic that you did when you were in WWE. You understand? I'm not saying that you're not training, you're not doing whatever you need to be doing, but at the same time, it's really giving, like, you don't give a F. Like, you carrying 4 titles.
So ridiculous.
Like, all you doing is worried about your checks. And you should be worried about your checks. Everybody needs to worry about their funds. Everybody needs to worry about...
Let me get this straight. Mercedes Moné deserves whatever big check in wrestling.
Absolutely.
I want to throw at her. She deserves it all. But also, there's no soul anymore. Yeah. Like, I would watch Sasha Banks matches in WWE and feel things. Even before I was a fan of hers, and when I first got back into wrestling, I knew that I did not want to miss a Sasha Banks match. I was like, I love seeing her in the ring. I love watching her work. I just love it. Now it just feels like, okay, cool, that's fine. I do love the confidence that she has now. She's grown up a little bit. I loved her gear on Saturday. The match was good. I do wish that Harley would have won. I'm ready for Sasha to Mercedes to start dropping some of these titles. I think it's just a little ridiculous, especially if there's nothing meaningful happening with any of them. So I would have liked to see her drop that. I think I would have actually been interested in that, because then I could have seen Mercedes fight for the title or that feud continue more. I would probably tune into Dynamite to see that, but now I'm just like, okay, she won. And the finish felt flat. Like, the puppet was getting so much of a reaction, and then Mercedes just did her whack-ass finisher and won, and it was just like, okay, whatever. But that main event of Grand Slam Australia with Toni Storm and Mariah May, that delivered.
I didn't know that was happening. I turned, and I wish I wouldn't have.
That was good. And, Toni Storm's from Australia,
is the new AEW Women's
Yes,
Champion.
she is. Congratulations, Queen. And that was a great match. She got a standing ovation. The crowd was so red hot for her. That match was good. It was a good story going into it. I don't think anything else could have main evented that pay-per-view. So I'm glad AEW actually made a good decision for once, booking-wise. So that was really good. But I want to see more of this. I think the Toni Storm, Mariah May should have been getting Dynamite treatment. They were only on the other shows, and it wasn't like, focused on.
How many shows does AEW have a week, though?
I want to say 2 or 3. I know they canceled one. I think it was Rampage or Dark, maybe. I don't know. Who knows what I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. But I did love seeing so many. I love when people go back to their hometown crowds, and I love that feeling. So seeing like Buddy Matthews get that pop, Rhea Ripley was there to support him, and she was able to go home as well.
That's why she wasn't on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, she was still on the plane. She was with her mans is, and he hurt his ankle just entering the ring, doing his ring entrance, and he still wrestled the match though. And I don't think he's like seriously hurt, but he definitely rolled his ankle or something. Yeah.
They need to fix the floors.
But then I was watching something on YouTube, and I'm saying that because who knows if it's true, that there was an issue with the ring setup and ring equipment, so that might have contributed to why
that's what you said. They need to fix their floors in there, because Adam Cole jumping from the ring onto the floor, something that you do 1,000,000 times a day, and you shatter your whole fucking ankle like that. Like,
don't get me started.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
he should have never been on top of that cage in the first place.
No. I said Adam Cole, not Adam Copeland.
Oh, I thought you said Adam Cole.
No, Adam Cole. Like when we were at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like when MJF came back and we had that fight or whatever. And I'm just like, you literally standing on the floor. Like the way their ring is set up is crazy. Now, Adam Copeland.
Yeah. He also got a standing ovation, and the crowd sang his song for a while, which was good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was okay, P.
I didn't say anything.
That was
All I
a moment.
said was, that was cute.
That was a moment. That was definitely a moment. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna leave it off on AEW. No, we can't leave it on
AEW. But I enjoyed the women's matches.
Yes, this is what we're gonna leave it off at. We're getting. Here's my other sound off.
Mm-hmm.
For all of y'all doubting Jey Uso, thinking that he not gonna sit here and whoop Gunther's ass at WrestleMania, just like y'all didn't think that he was gonna win Royal Rumble. Y'all got another thing coming. I don't want to hear y'all crying when he win. I don't even want to hear y'all yeeting. Y'all better treat this as if y'all are Trump supporters who support the fact that he getting rid of DEI. Okay?
Oh God.
You can't sit with us in the club. We all not fam. Okay?
Not all fam.
We all not fam. So, for those of y'all doubting Jey Uso, keep that same energy when he wins.
Period.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Oh, and we didn't talk about really quickly that Charlotte officially chose Tiffany Stratton for WrestleMania, which I'm Battle of the Blondes. I'm excited for that. Who do you think should win real quick?
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton, yes. I think Charlotte, this is a moment where just like you put Rhea over, I think this is the time for you to put Tiffany over, and we're going to leave it at that.
But she came on some punk move shit, though. When she already down and out, and then you want to talk about Tiffany, I choose you.
I do like how she pulled up the chair.
Because you know
that was
Tiffany
funny
would have punched her in the face.
Ooh.
But we did. Oh. One more thing. We didn't touch on your girl.
Which girl?
Did you thank her today? Because apparently she's gonna be in Chamber.
Absolutely. I watched her where my seats were at SmackDown in DC. I watched them escort her and sit where she was sitting before she attacked or saved Tiffany Stratton.
She didn't attack nobody.
And so that was good. And so for Elimination Chamber, we get that tag team match, Tiffany and Trish versus Nia and Candice. And I'm here for it. I love seeing Trish Stratus in the ring. Also, shout out to Tiffany Stratton. Like, bitch, you get in the year of your life in WWE. You're about to tag team with Trish Stratus in Canada. Mm-hmm. Like, good for y'all. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That's real cute.
Ooh. Not the ooh.
That's cute. Anyway, this has been another episode of Those Wrestling Girls. Please make sure that you call our hotline with any of your wrestling takes from today's episode or in general. Please make sure the hotline number is on the screen. But for those of you who are listening, the number is 929-269-2501. Please make sure when you call that you are clear. We can hear you clearly so that we be able to
spell out your social media handles.
Spell out your social media handles.
Tag you.
Enunciate your words so we can hear you. But we love the calls that we have been receiving. We will definitely start playing them again in upcoming episodes. P, please let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on all socials at Queen_P.R. And make sure you subscribe to Those Wrestling Girls YouTube channel. Hit that like button and comment, subscribe, share. If you like listening to your podcast, please give us a listen on Revolt Podcast Network so we can help our show grow on there. And shout out to our Revolt Podcast family.
Absolutely. You can follow me, Miss Krista B. That's MS_KRISTAB_ on Instagram and MS_KRISTAB on Twitter. Please make sure you also follow us on TikTok personally and on Those Wrestling Girls. And also subscribe to our Patreon.
Yes.
Our Patreon is still a thing.
We have a lot of
exclusive interviews coming out. And we may just have something right before the road to WrestleMania. Ooh. So you do not want to miss that. So I'm telling you guys right now, please subscribe to our Twitch, subscribe to our Patreon, because we will have exclusive interviews up there. And we know that you've been asking for it. I've been hearing about it a lot. We will be bringing back Thirsty Thursday.
Yes.
Maybe the first Thirsty Thursday will be my birthday.
Ooh, I'm here for it.
That could be the first one back because your girl going on vacation.
Okay, get out of the cold.
Getting out this cold real quick. But yes, on that note, it's your girl Krista B
and Queen P.R.
and we are Those Wrestling Girls. Until next time, bye.
Queen P.R, Krista B, Those Wrestling Girls, TWG. Black excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women and wrestling. Let's go.